Welcome to the CompTIA Project Plus prepcast by baremetalcyber.com. In the context of information technology, a project is best understood as a temporary effort with a clearly defined beginning and end. It is launched with the purpose of creating a unique product, service, or result that did not previously exist in that exact form. This distinction is critical because it separates projects from ongoing operations, which are designed to maintain and repeat established processes. By recognizing this difference, project managers and team members can focus their planning and resources toward a specific end state rather than sustaining a continuous workflow. One of the defining traits of a project is its temporary nature. Regardless of whether it lasts for a matter of days, several months, or even multiple years, every project has a time limit. This time-bound structure shapes the way activities are scheduled, budgets are planned, and closure procedures are carried out. It also means that once the objectives are met, or the decision is made to end the effort, the project concludes, and its resources are released for other purposes. Projects exist to deliver a unique outcome. That outcome may be a new software application, the deployment of a service, or the redesign of a process to make it more efficient. Even when two projects appear similar on the surface, such as implementing the same software in different departments, each will vary in its objectives, constraints, stakeholders, and team composition. This uniqueness requires tailored planning and problem-solving for each effort. It is important to differentiate projects from business operations. Operations represent ongoing, repetitive work that is focused on sustaining an existing product or service. In contrast, projects are non-repetitive and are undertaken to achieve a specific objective within a set time frame. Understanding this distinction allows teams to set appropriate boundaries, track progress effectively, and define success in measurable terms. Examples of projects in an information technology setting include installing a new network infrastructure, upgrading a database to a newer version, or migrating a company's systems to a cloud-based environment. Each of these initiatives involves a defined scope, a set of constraints, identified stakeholders, and a target outcome. While they may operate independently, they can also be part of a broader program designed to achieve a larger strategic goal. Projects must navigate three primary constraints: time, cost, and scope. These elements form a balance that determines what can be delivered, when it can be delivered, and the resources that will be available. If one of these constraints changes, such as a shortened deadline, it will often have a direct impact on the others, requiring adjustments to scope or budget to maintain feasibility. The objectives and goals of a project provide a measurable definition of success. Objectives are specific outcomes, such as delivering a functioning system by a set date. Goals are broader statements that identify the problem to be solved or the opportunity to be pursued. Together, they guide the decision-making process and ensure that every task supports the intended results. A project charter is the formal document that authorizes the existence of the project. It defines the project's purpose, key stakeholders, high-level scope, and initial milestones. The charter serves as a foundation throughout the project lifecycle, offering a reference point for decisions and helping maintain alignment between the project team and organizational leadership. Projects also progress in stages rather than unfolding all at once. These phases, such as initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and closing, allow for review and adjustment at key points. This staged approach is critical for managing complexity, tracking progress, and ensuring that the evolving work continues to support the original objectives. From the start, projects must contend with uncertainty. Requirements may not be fully defined, or risks may emerge as work begins. A capable project manager anticipates this reality by identifying potential risks early, planning for contingencies, and maintaining the flexibility to adapt as conditions change. This adaptability is especially valuable in fast-moving technology environments. Stakeholders are any individuals or groups who can be affected by, or perceive themselves to be affected by the project. They may include customers, end users, management, vendors, or regulatory bodies. Identifying stakeholders early allows the project team to understand expectations, address concerns, and gain support, which is vital to both smooth execution and final acceptance. Finally, a project should always be justified by a business case that evaluates its potential value. This justification should consider costs, anticipated benefits, associated risks, and alignment with the organization's overall strategy. Without a clear business case, the project risks failing to secure buy-in from decision-makers or delivering results that do not meaningfully contribute to organizational goals. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Projects frequently act as catalysts for change within an organization. Whether the goal is to introduce a new technology, redesign a workflow, or implement a strategic shift, the project structure provides a controlled and measurable way to deliver that change. In competitive environments, the ability to manage and execute change effectively through well-defined projects is often what enables an organization to stay ahead of market demands. One of the most important elements in managing a project successfully is establishing a clear scope. The scope outlines exactly what will be included in the project's deliverables and, just as importantly, what will be excluded. This clarity helps prevent misunderstandings among stakeholders and reduces the risk of uncontrolled additions, often called scope creep. Defining and documenting the scope early allows all participants to align their expectations and understand the boundaries of the work. Measuring the success of a project requires more than simply completing tasks. Success is typically evaluated against multiple criteria, including whether the project met its original objectives, stayed within its allocated budget, adhered to the planned timeline, and satisfied quality expectations. Stakeholder satisfaction is another critical factor, and in some cases, long-term strategic impact or value to the organization may also be used as a measure of success. Every project operates under a set of assumptions and constraints. Assumptions are conditions that are believed to be true for planning purposes, but have not yet been verified. Constraints are confirmed limitations, such as budget caps, limited staffing, or fixed deadlines. Identifying both of these factors early helps create realistic plans and prevents surprises from derailing the effort. Projects can be categorized as internal or external depending on who they are intended to serve. Internal projects are executed within an organization for its own benefit, such as upgrading internal systems or improving processes. External projects, on the other hand, are typically performed for clients or outside stakeholders and may involve contractual obligations. Each type presents different expectations, accountability requirements, and risk factors. Information technology projects are especially affected by rapid changes in tools, platforms, and industry standards. Shifting technologies or emerging requirements can quickly alter priorities or require rework. Adopting flexible planning methods, such as agile approaches, and maintaining awareness of new developments in the field can help project managers adapt and mitigate the impact of these changes. Organizational culture plays a significant role in how projects are planned and executed. A culture that encourages experimentation and calculated risk-taking may approach project challenges differently than one that prioritizes strict control and formal processes. Understanding the organization's values, policies, and communication style allows the project manager to tailor strategies that fit the environment and increase the likelihood of success. It is also important to distinguish between projects and programs. While a project delivers a single output or result, a program is a coordinated collection of related projects that work together to achieve broader benefits. Programs allow for resource sharing, improved coordination, and unified benefit realization across multiple efforts. When managing a project within a program, awareness of dependencies and alignment with program goals is essential. Projects often form part of a larger portfolio. A portfolio is a collection of projects and programs that are aligned with the organization's strategic objectives. Portfolio management ensures that resources are allocated effectively, that high-value initiatives are prioritized, and that all work contributes meaningfully to the overall mission. Understanding where a project fits within the portfolio can help guide decision-making and stakeholder communication. Every project is also a learning opportunity. By documenting lessons learned, teams can identify what worked well and what challenges should be addressed in future efforts. Organizations that consistently capture and apply this knowledge develop higher levels of project maturity, improving efficiency, reducing risks, and increasing the chances of future success. Common misconceptions about projects can lead to mismanagement. A project is sometimes mistaken for a single task, a department, or an ongoing operational function. These misunderstandings can cause confusion over objectives, resource allocation, and performance measurement. Providing education on what constitutes a project helps align expectations and promotes more effective engagement from all participants. In summary, projects are temporary, unique, and purpose-driven efforts designed to produce a defined outcome within specific constraints. They move through recognized life cycle stages, operate within a balance of time, cost, and scope, and require clear objectives and stakeholder alignment. Understanding these characteristics is not only essential for passing the PK0-005 exam, but also foundational to successfully managing real-world projects in any environment. Thank you for listening. Please follow baremetalcyber.com on social media and check out our books at cyberauthor.me.